You've done well. Now come home.
We're back! The Pyro Archon saved us.
But she's not here. Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up?
She's still in the Speaker's Chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom,
So you're saying her
every great display of power. You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archons.
I recommend getting a full checkup. Just to make sure.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler? Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the...
Let's get going. We need to share what we...
Right.
I'll let her explain everything. Every move we make from here on...
Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first.
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as the pyro... Take a seat, everybody. All right. That should do it for now. I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react to the Abyss like you, Traveler. It's like you're completely immune to its power.
She's always been special like that. She can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either.
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role in...
Of course. I still have patience to...
Thank you, Koichi.
All right, all right. Just give it time.
Yeah.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Huh?
No.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact. Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable...
Mulani told us
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were invaded by the Abyss. Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so the battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, victory... Even then, it took centuries of solving the disaster, and still, this is but a superficial victory.
I'd never have guessed.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more... Immediately after the war, but at that time, we were a nation of the destined. Our civilization was dying if we didn't bring the nation back together. So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange... Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play an important... But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human.
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time. A god can extend a human's life by using a certain but, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years ago, I placed my life within the sacred flame. Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because the tribes came together as one. If the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Pyro Archons that came after the war had to The goal was to reunite the people, and once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wyab would select the Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation, just like great heroes.
So that means I'm one of the Chosen?
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the hero from your tribe after your adventure in the Night Kingdom. I trust you've come to fully understand them.
So in other words, you always knew...
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully... The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500. Once again, it comes down to the deterioration...
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection...
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss, if we want to unblock that information from... So, I've tried my best to... Currently, Shalonin of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayab Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early, just like your determination to save Kachina,
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who...
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will... I can only trust in the judgment of... I have never believed I could solve this crisis. Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any... You're quite perceptive, aren't you?
Huh? Oh, right!
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency. After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk. In addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much more
Fuel?
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important, but over time they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire. On their own, each item's power is limited. By burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire. It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was deployed.
But aren't they all precious treasures?
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I never wanted the pyro... Oh, I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve and then it would only be a matter of time. Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or if they knew those items helped save the present-day heroes of Natlan...
Even when you put it that way...
There's no need. The people and the events of the past, if you still have regrets, let them fuel. Your deeds will become new legends.
Well, we'd still like...
Well, now that Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the victory, and we could all use the rest, that's for sure.
Still...
Try not to let it get to you. All right.
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of... They attract people from all walks of life. Friends come easy here. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. It's been really nice, seeing the children of my tribe get older. I've witnessed their energy, their determination, even when they cause trouble. I never managed to hold on to my... I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children. So you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and the Abyss is a cunning... My rage will never... But you came to me because you knew you could... I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way. For Natlan.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again? But what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die.
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes, even across time. We will all do our part to fight for Natlan's future.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Seriously, though? Dad should be here.
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so... Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget about me.
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone. The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight.
We are the inheritors of memory, those who grew alongside those who forged our own destiny. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Well done. Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad I finally...
I always knew you could do it. With so much potential.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to have...
I had no choice.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get...
I wasn't, I swear. When he insisted on repaying the favor...
But the fact of the matter is...
I'm really sorry, Kachina.
It's amazing that you still made it.
So, what about you guys?
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition and turned up late.
All right. Dear friends, firstly, I'm grateful to my friends and our great Archon for helping to bring me back. This traveler and her companion Paimon are some of the strongest people I've ever met. If they were allowed to participate in the pilgrimage, I have no doubt that they'd win, though. They've agreed to let me learn from them. And let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped the traveler and Paimon figure out a way to bring me back from the Night Kingdom. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So, please give...
Well said!
I'll drink to that. How does it feel being a hero, Kachina?
To be honest, it's a bit... Well, you better get used to it. Next up... Hey, please don't make... Been through so much. Are you still feeling Nope, all better now. I bet you guys must be tired, though.
Now, at previous victory feasts, you'd always find me in the crowd singing and dancing. But after what I found out today...
It does feel weird seeing you so out of sorts.
Is this another pearl of wisdom based on your...
Well, Paimon agrees with the Traveler. Everyone's come together to celebrate...
You're right. Kachina... enough doom and gloom.
It cost us a lot,
but there'll be even tougher challenges. That includes you, Paimon. I can do a special one-off.
There to meet travelers is strong and brave. Anyway,
Oh, we actually ran.
yeah, I'm planning on visiting. The Abyss has
All right, Kachina. Let's party! Don't be. Come on, you're the star of the show.
My apologies. I knew more than I let on. Everything comes at a price. And most heroes aren't people who set out to become a hero. If you cling too tightly to your goal, you end up losing things that are far more precious. But in any case, we're now on the same page. I wonder how long before the two final heroes appear. From the Flower Feather clan and the Masters of the Nightwind.
Ah, you're here. Have some fruit juice.
How did you know?
You look like you've still got questions. Ask away. Because they had their own lives to... The thought of telling them, abandon your families and everyone you love, and come with me to the end of time. You could just as easily point out that everything in this... Imagine if I said, let's leave right now, and go save the sun. I couldn't make them shoulder that Besides, every generation will have its heroes, this one included. Or, of course, without me. But since I was the one who...
Paimon's suddenly remembering that portrait in your room.
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who my sister grew up to be, the truth is that very little from what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with a reasonable degree of confidence that she played an instrumental role in rebuilding the scions of the Canopy tribe, designing and building many... Still, it was an impressive achievement, and you feel lost keenly. It seems to stir up feelings of regret in you. This is a war, and there can be no war without loss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine to bear. I must see our fate through.
Yeah, doesn't that mean the way everything...
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms, even if the future ends in destruction. And it's precisely because this is a pivotal moment. Well, 3, to be precise. There's one further hero. Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support in your journey.
Ancient names can be forged?
They can. Several strict conditions must be met, but if they couldn't be forged at all, then possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventures in Natlan are recorded in full. The Ode of Resurrection may have temporarily lost its power, but still... Take this as my personal guarantee that I shall never let you fall. Just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs. This nation always honored.
Yeah, we can't just ignore...
Wonderful. Then I'll reach out to Shilonen right away. We've never forged an ancient name for an Outlander before.
My lord, we've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power. Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportune time to seize the Gnosis.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness, and I don't intend to start now. As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save—
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. You don't have much time, and you're—
I'm beginning to see just how useful— You heard something from here.